This is perfect for the Bears coming off of their stunning win against the Washington Commanders on Monday Night Football. We have some huge positives to take away from it. Welcome to Bears Digest, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Dylan Guinzy. Thank you for joining once again. If you have not subscribed already, please be sure to do so. 94% of our watchers are not subscribed. So again, if you want to get these updated news, rumors, breaking reactions, whatever that is on everything Bears, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, of course. So today, guys, it is a fantastic Victory Tuesday. We posted the direct reaction to the game last night. I did not sleep much. I don't know about you guys, but it was absolutely fantastic. That was such a much-needed win for the Bears. Gets pressure off of our shoulders in a lot of different ways. And today I want to discuss the biggest positive that is probably not going to be talked about enough in terms of like the storylines and the media and everything like that. We're going to get into it here shortly, but of course, let me know what you guys think down below of the game from last night. What do you guys think moving forward that the Bears need to do to continue this hot streak and this run and continue this winning streak going forward? I'm always curious to hear from you guys and what you guys think. Obviously, we're in exciting times right now in Chicago, so amazing stuff there. So let's hop right into the details here. We're going to discuss the offensive line. The offensive line play in yesterday's game was probably the best that I have ever seen a Bears offensive line play in terms of run block, pass block, making assignments, key blocking downfield, overpowering guys and just straight up bullying them on the other side of the ball. And the Washington pass rush and that defensive line is top 5 in the league in about every single metric that you can possibly think of. And the Bears were absolutely bullying them all night. They looked like little kids, and it was an absolute sight to see. That is something that we really have never seen from the Bears, aside from their Super Bowl run, back when they played the Colts in 2011. But I mean, good Lord. Looking across the board here at the pass blocking numbers, this is just pass blocking, by the way. Joe Thuney, 87.9 PFF grade, no pressures. He is a Hall of Famer. Obviously, we knew that before coming into the season, and we'll get into him here later down in the video, but he was fantastic yet again. Darnell Wright, 80.7 PFF grade, one pressure. He was fantastic as well, just bullying people all night, mauling people. That's why we drafted him that way. And he's dealing with that injury as well. Still looked fantastic, just playing with one arm at times, and absolutely was incredible. Drew Dahlman, one of his better games of the year. He had a couple of sweet assignments that they kind of had him on, where that one rep on that Caleb Pass-Luther Burden, he actually swung around and ended up blocking an edge rusher. So it was like a swinging center almost. I've never seen something like that in my life, and he picked that up very well and did a good job there. Jonah Jackson, he's turning out to be great as well. You're not hearing his name much, and that is perfect, right? That is perfect, right? The occasional penalties and things like that are going to happen. Ben Johnson has said it time and time again. We have to clean those up, of course, and that is going to happen. But Jonah Jackson looked amazing yesterday as well. Great in the run game, too. And he's only going to continue to get better as this offensive line continues to gel and mesh as we go forward, and that team chemistry starts to prove itself there. Theo Benedet with his first start, I guess second start, but like second true start where he knew coming into the game, like, this is my job, I'm not losing it, and he showed that out there. He was fantastic in the run game. Obviously, pass blocking can always use work going forward, but again, you didn't hear his name either that much, and that's exactly what you want to see, right? Other than that stupid, hideous penalty that was absolutely not illegal in any sort of way. His head was lined up over everybody else's butt, which is what you're kind of looking for in terms of the offensive line. He was perfectly fine, and they took away the touchdown pass to Odunze. The refs caused a 18-point swing for the Washington Commanders in that game yesterday. Should have been a 3-score game, but regardless, we're not here to talk about that. That penalty that he had was not his fault. Theo Benedet was incredible. He was getting to the second level constantly in the run game. So absolutely fantastic there. So overall grades, guys, the offensive line graded out tremendously. I would probably put it as a top 5, top 3 O-line this week in the NFL. And then overall, they're creeping up as well, in my opinion. I think I think right now that they're probably, if they continue this streak of opening up running lanes and the run game looks like this, I would put them in the top 12, top 10 range as we go forward. So a lot to note there. Darnell Wright, he had so many of these just in this clip here from this tweet this morning. He took two defenders out there towards the end of that game with one arm and was opening up incredible lanes for DeAndre Swift to shut out and close out that game and not give the Commanders the ball back. I believe this was the possession before that. I don't think it was the last possession, but he did it all night. He was just mauling people, getting to the second level. This is why we drafted him number 10 overall. He is going to earn a huge payday, and it is so deserving. I hope he can stay on the field and stay healthy. He fights through a lot of injuries, as most O-linemen do, and he is a tough son of a gun, and he is exactly what Ben Johnson and this staff is looking for. Just that aggressiveness, the anger, the technique is coming along. It's just, with him, it's just having the full game. But man, when he is on, he is on. Like, he is a top 5 right tackle in this league without question. You cannot argue that. Darnell is an absolute star. And I think we have our version of Penei Sewell. If I had to guess right now, just the way Ben Johnson's miraculous mind thinks, I think Darnell Wright is going to get a touchdown reception here in the next 3 weeks. That's just me. Obviously, the games probably aren't as important over the next few weeks, so maybe I don't want to limit it to the next 3 weeks, but I'm telling you, throughout some time this year, Darnell Wright is getting a touchdown reception, and we saw him in the preseason in training camp catching balls. He was snagging them one-handed, and just the way that this guy is playing and blocking and living up to the expectations that the staff and this team needs him to, I think they're going to reward him with a trick play, and Ben Johnson is just that type of guy. He's going to get this guy involved, and it's going to be amazing when we see it. And I don't know if you guys are gamblers, but might have to trickle some of that in each game for the rest of the year, and Darnell Wright scoring a touchdown, because I think it's going to happen, and he deserves it as well. Joe Thuney, can we just touch on him a little bit? Hall of Famer. He is having another all-pro season, in my opinion. You have not heard him on the broadcast all year. And, unless they're saying good things about him, pre-game, things like that, or during the game just bringing him up. But you have not seen anything bad out of Joe Thuney this year, and he has been an incredible leader, and he's helping these guys mesh and get together as a unit and become much better than we have ever seen from the Chicago Bears, at least in the last decade. So, Joe Thuney, appreciation. We see you, brother. Absolutely phenomenal. Great trade by Poles. I'm giving him credit there. He got a guy that is a Hall of Famer. He is a stalwart on the offensive line. He is always there for us when we need him, and he's always doing the right thing. So, tremendous job. Tremendous work by Joe Thuney. Theo Benedet, man, last but not least, got to touch on this guy. What a hit if this ends up continuing the way that it could and he just gets better and better. An undrafted free agent from Canada being our starting left tackle and looking light years better than Braxton Jones, especially in the run game. Hats off. Hats off to it. He has been incredible so far. I think everything that he has been asked to do, he has done, and he has done well. Obviously, there's always room for improvement. He's going to have, more technique things come up. He's going to fix things as we go, but him just being thrusted into that position, and he has looked ready. He has looked more than capable at the NFL level. He was assigned to Dorrance Armstrong yesterday for a lot of it, and that's one of the best pass rushers in the league this year. He's top 4 in sacks, and he did a great job. Theo Benedet, just incredible work, and you could see that it's not just running lanes are being opened up on the right side now. It is now the left side as well with Theo and Joe Thuney. And then Darnell Wright and Jonah Jackson on that right side. That's just run lane city, man. I don't know what Ben and the staff put into them over the bye week, but they figured out something. And I hope that they can continue that trend of opening up these holes in running lanes, because DeAndre also was hitting them very hard finally, but he was more of like, hey, I'm seeing this now. Like, I'm visualizing what we're trying to do, and the offensive line is visualizing that as well before these plays happen and as they're happening. And, you could drive trucks through some of those holes last night, and it was awesome to watch. It's like the Commanders knew that we were going to run in the second half, and especially on that last drive, and we were just gashing them and gashing them and gashing them. And that is debilitating if you're a defense and a team that needs a stop or needs to push a team back. Incredible work. So phenomenal job by the Bears offensive line. I wanted to highlight this today before we finally kind of wrap up this exciting game and big moment for the Bears getting to 3-2 against the Washington Commanders there, and getting to a better spot overall in the NFC. So wanted to discuss the offensive line. Of course, we're going to wrap it up and go into the Saints, pregame and all that prep coming along this week. We'll see what happens in terms of any injuries. DJ Moore updates. He had to go to the hospital. So we're going to see on all of that stuff as we go into the week here. It's going to be a short week. So curious to see what goes on there. But, of course, thank you guys for joining another Bears Digest video. Again, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And we'll be here all week, as always, covering everything that comes our way. So thank you guys for joining once again, and bear down.